Hello viewers, you know me as Elmo. I am a puppet. Puppets have been around for almost 4,000 years. Performing with puppets is called puppetry. Puppets like me can help people understand important issues. Did you know we have a world famous theater group in Vermont that uses puppets? They have been performing for over 50 years. For thousands of years, puppets have been used to teach us about our society and how we live. In Vermont, bread and puppet theater has used large puppets to communicate and entertain. Peter Schumann, the founder of Bread and Puppet, came to Vermont in 1962. He used large paper mache puppets and masks. They became known in theater productions, often showing specific causes. They were opposed to many causes, such as Yankee, Louis shooting for the draft and the Vietnam War. In 1970, Peter was offered an artistic and residency at Goddard College.
We got an invitation from Goddard College in Vermont. They invited us to come with our theater, and they offered us a very, very generous offering, a place to live, Cape Farm, which had a very nice, comfortable brick house and a barn that they had insulated so you could work there in the winter.
In 1973, they moved to a farm in Glover. Here, they used the large barn for making puppets and started. The barn now holds the Museum for Bread and Puppet. In 1975, they started the Domestic Resurrection Circus, a very popular attraction. Many performances were held on the nearby hillside with thousands of people attending. Peter believed that theater was as important as bread in sustaining life. He made fresh sourdough bread to share with each audience. In 1998, more than 30,000 people attended the circus. This was their final large performance. Over the years, Bread and Puppet performances started to show more of Vermont culture. This was a culture embedded in a rural lifestyle. Money was rejected as a driving force in life, replaced by embracing the values of a country life. Vermonters came to identify more with the message of Bread and Puppet. They use their performances to teach people about important issues. In Vermont, they were concerned about wind power, herbicide spraying, the whole herd bio, and nuclear power.
The goal of the theater is not to change people's ways of thinking, but rather to present a subject or story that people are thinking about in a different way, with images and music and movement, so that it offers a possibility to think about an issue, like whole herd buyout, to think about an issue from a different perspective.
In the 1980s, smart farmers were struggling. There was a surplus of milk, and farmers were being paid very little for their milk. The federal government started a program called the Whole Herd Bio and paid farmers money to stop milking cows. Bread and Puppet did not like the Whole Herd Bio and used their puppets to tell the story of what it would be like for farmers. Thousands of cows were killed.
It's when the government bought out all your producing rights for 5 years. And I believe it was back in 1984.
The whole herd buyout. He paid Vermont farmers to give up farming. And our neighbors here, they got so many $1,000. They were retirement age anyway, they couldn't refuse. So they killed all their cows. They did it with tears in their eyes. And they gave up farming because Mr. Reagan slipped them a few bucks in the book. That was horrible. So we collaborated with farmers in the area on protest moves. We made a whole circus on that scene.
Many farmers in Vermont took the money to get rid of their cows. This made it possible for them to invest in other types of farming.
I think Bread and Puppet impact is so strong because the images speak so loudly, even more than the words.
Vermont has become known all over the world for this. Puppetry company here is the key to understanding. I believe Peter Schumann said it best. Here is his quote. We believe in puppet theater as a awesome and powerful language that can touch men and women and children alike, and we hope that our plays are true and are saying what has to be said, and that they add to your enlightenment and enjoyment.